Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading for July 21st to the end of the month. We're just going to knock it out of the park the rest of July. Speaking of which, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in because I really do. I'm so ready to welcome you to the season finale of the most bonkers month of 2025. That would be July. And it is a very life-changing month. You've been going through some experiences. You felt this electricity in the air, right? You're feeling it now because you are adapting to the brand new era. And it looks great on you, Libra. Libra Nation, take a bow. Take a bow. Now, this is what's happening. You honestly, come on, there's a lot happening for you, and you are definitely changing. There's a lot of spiritual energy that you're going through. Remember that, the rare once a lifetime trine, that mini trine that we're experiencing all summer long that I've been talking about, the prism portal. Yeah? That little golden triangle. All the outer planets connecting with each other at those early degree points, the first time in modern human history that you're experiencing now for many years, but really this summer, you're excited about it because your life is changing, okay? There's a lot happening for you. I don't even know where to start, but here's the main thing. A, you're not holding back, okay? You got Pluto and Aquarius, you're transforming, right? You've got Uranus and Gemini officially, you're reinventing yourself. You have Saturn conjuncting Neptune in Aries, bringing structure to your visions, and you are fiercely owning this. That's in your 7th house, okay? That's your home. That's your home. It's your opposite sign. So, yeah, you are spiritually evolving and on your path to enlightenment in ways that you never thought you could. And then you are going to feel that a lot more now. Remember, I said you feel it closer when we get closer to August. And you are really embracing that pioneering spirit as that role model, that leader, that trailblazer, okay? That hero energy that I've talked about, all right? Like Wonder Woman or Supergirl, Jane Eyre. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You create your reality, okay? Indiana Jones, right? You're unstoppable right now, especially when it comes to partnerships, relationships, love, just having fun, creative projects. Money's on your mind. It really is, all right? So I am excited to tell you that you're about to get the spotlight that you deserve because we're moving into Leo season. And you, out of all, you should just get really excited, okay? But before we get there, look at Monday, July 21st, right out the gate. You got Venus, your ruler, your ruling planet. We call this bending of the nodes. She's with the nodes of fate right now. Yeah, at 19 degrees, your degree, all right? She is pretty much, as I said last week, she's going to be squaring the, Mars South Node conjunction that literally is happening on Sunday. So you're going to be feeling that the first few days. And, I dropped these forecasts a little bit earlier than the actual, you're moving into it, okay? This is literally Venus's lover Mars, and Venus is now here. Part of this exchange, this is going to be a little heated, all right? And it is this rare alignment with the North Node and Pisces. So, and the South Node in Virgo, right? So if you want to think about the last time you experienced this, remember these are 19-year cycles, 18 and a half, 19 years. So 2006, 2007, everything is cyclical. Mars is like a laser, but it's in your 12. So it just feels like there's this spiritual growth that you're going through, and with Venus, with the nodes of fate, she's basically like bringing something destined for you. When it comes to relationships, love, money, creativity, peace, beauty, everything you represent because she's your ruler. And when I say beauty, even like cosmetically, even like health, like we talked about this last week. Remember, Virgo is purification as well. But Venus is looking you right in the eyes right now on this day. She's asking you, what do you want for your destiny? Okay. But also, what do you not want? Yeah. Mars is here. Mars is here. So keep that in mind. It's a lot of what they're asking for you because it is in your 12th. They are asking you, can we let's no longer do the self-sabotage, okay? And I'm not saying any of y'all are. I'm just saying this is your 12th house. That would be the lower expression here. If there's any of that energy, they're asking you to let that go, leave that in the past, unplug things from your subconscious. That's a 12th house. You have it here. And the 12th house is like rest and retreat, and it's, a little bit of withdrawal. It's, you may be taking some time out, right? Just to process things from a spiritual lens. The 12th house is very spiritual. You could also find yourself being very psychic around this time too. Your intuition on a whole other level. Okay. So ask yourself, as the week begins, what does your heart desire? Okay. Are you vibrating at that high frequency on your karmic journey? I mean, this is a fated event. This is a karmic event. It's with the South Node. Yeah. So with the South Node being the past. Yeah. So let's let things go. But remember, there's a lot of retrograde. So there are a lot of things that could be coming up that you may just be confronting right now. All right. As the week begins. But I'm looking at what's happening for you. There is going to be a little bit of, just know that, listen, this is the day that Venus is going to be conjuncting the moon in Gemini, right? So Venus is in Gemini. That is your 9th house. So this is a very spiritual day for you. 9th house is higher mind. It's your worldview. It's all about the big picture for you right now. Yeah, inner wisdom is a big thing. Remember, Saturn and Neptune are actually retrograde. So it's that inner wisdom, that structure that you're building for your visions, like I said. But it's very feminine energy this day. It's a time that you may feel very emotionally moved by what you're releasing. Now, remember, 19 degrees, out with the old, in with the new. It is your degree. That's, Venus is your ruler. And so when I see what's happening for you, yes, there's also something here in terms of seeking a harmony in relationships. And again, it doesn't have to be strictly love. It can be like a creative partner. It could be a business partner. There could be something here in terms of that. Okay. But it does look like it's one or the other or both. Right. So if you recall, and this is why I really, really want you to think about this. Okay, Libra, it's your ruler. So remember back in March when I talked about that once in a lifetime cosmic alignment that was happening at the end of March. Yeah. And I said, oh, this is a really big wave that you're going to be riding throughout the year. Well, I also said your life is going to be changing. That is what that wave is. Yeah. So at that time, at the end of March, Venus, we had a Venus Cazimi. And that was around March 22nd. You can go back to your March forecast. Okay. That happened in Aries. So partnerships, relationships, legal matters, contracts, marriage, a lot of activity, yeah, since that time. Think about it and just think of the storyline that's been playing out, that area of your life, because she was, conjuncting the sun. It's a synodic sign. Basically, she had a rebirth, yeah? She's a lot more powerful. She's charged up. She was refreshed by the sense that she's more, how she's sweet. Well, now she's kind of like sweet, but she's also like the Tomb Raider, yeah, like Lara Croft or, yeah, Megan 2.0, like she is like, And you've got Juno in the mix. You got Ceres in the mix. You've got Sedna in the mix. You've got so many dwarf planets. You've got so many asteroids in the mix. Your asteroid, Juno, we'll talk about that really strong this week. And that's why I'm saying, don't forget April 21st to the 23rd. And again, you can look at that forecast too, when we had Venus, Saturn, and the North Node conjunct in Pisces, kicking off a new cycle for you. All right. And so you're riding that wave too. That's another cycle within a cycle within a cycle. Everything is cyclical. North Node in Pisces, that is your 6th house. And so there's something here changing with your everyday activities, with your routines, with your lifestyle, even with your health. And then also work. Work is a big thing. So a lot of partnerships when it comes to work. It can be colleagues, employees, your boss, anything there. All right. So it could be you stepping up as a leader, starting your own thing, because a lot of y'all, remember, have been launching things. Yeah. So you're going to be going through some change, and Venus is going to bring more change for you. All right. And remember, she is in Venus in your 9th. So you're just going to be, like I said last week, you're probably like being very social, charming, but like having deep conversations, like asking like big, meaningful questions. Yeah. Your great awakening. This is what's happening because Uranus is here. And so don't be afraid to explore and experiment and be curious. Have your breakthrough right now. Go after what your heart desires. That is what Venus is saying. Okay. The aspect with Mars, it's strong. You're going to feel this days before, days after, and just As a reminder from last week, I told you that Saturn and Neptune, they are so close. Remember, their exact conjunction is February 2026. That's why I say, hey, this is a time this summer where you can put yourself in a place where you want to be by February 2026 because you could use these aspects. Now, they're nearly 13 minutes apart. This is a big deal. You're feeling it. And so what really happens around this time, you're really getting a preview of February 2026 because it's going to be the closest that they will be. The next time will be February 2026. Okay. So anyway, and remember they're retrograde. Okay. So inner wisdom that you're working on, your awakening, that structure, foundations. And yes, Juno is here. All right. And Juno is your asteroid. She belongs to you. So she represents fairness. That's it. Fairness in relationships, commitments, contracts. She's going to trine the North Node and sextile the South Node too, and square Mercury. To be honest, you're going to have some things to say. You're going to have some things on your mind. It's Juno. All right. This is all about your self-worth and self-value. Yeah. Juno, remember, Zeus's wife, Jupiter's wife. Same thing. Yeah. The big deal. It's yours. She's yours. So use her. She's Hera in Greek. All right. So again, we'll talk about in the second spread where we talk about planetoids, asteroids, lunations. Just know there may be some loyalty tested around this time. Okay. Now, cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your husband, Greg, or for your, sister, Kelly, all the mutable signs are going to feel this the most. That would be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. And to be honest, I am going to throw in you and Taurus, okay? Because it is Venus. So you'll feel it. If you know your birth chart, your natal chart, if you have any planets between 17 to 21 degrees and any of the signs that I just mentioned, just the mutable, okay? You will really feel this the most, okay? So, and then again, remember, this is also if you're not in a relationship, like what do you want in a relationship? So just have those moments. You're so spiritually active. You're 12th, you're 9th. Like there's a lot happening right now for you. All right. But a lot of it is just release for the new. Now, Tuesday, July 22nd, we move into Leo season. The sun rules Leo. It's at home in Leo, meaning for the next 4 weeks, you're gonna have so much fun AF. You're going to feel a rush of optimism, passion, courage, that fiery spirit, your creativity cranked up. That is Leo's domain. Creativity, creative projects. Like we're talking right brain, left hand. Okay. Like you writing a book, you're supposed to. You're going to surprise yourself. You got Uranus and Gemini in your 9th house of publishing. You're supposed to. Or start a podcast. Yeah. Or broadcasting, anything in broadcasting. Okay. You could be a news anchor, but that's the thing. It doesn't matter. Just anything that your heart is into, because the sun in Leo is the heart and you've got this light inside you. And now for the next 4 weeks, you're going to radiate because Leo rules your 11th house, Libra. So for you and only you, not only is that your friendship sector, groups you belong to, community, benefactors, allies, all of that, your squad, it's also your future hopes, which is long-term goals and commitments and dreams. So, wow. You're going to be really social. You're going to be networking. Ooh, yeah. You might have to get 2 phones. All right. I don't know what that means, but this is high frequency. Sun in Leo is high frequency. Okay. And remember, Mercury is, sure, retrograde, but it's still in Leo too. Mercury's the mind. So you got the sun and Mercury in Leo. That is strong mind, heart, mind coherence. Use this. It is very happy-go-lucky, to be honest. And again, you're going to have so much fun with this. It is very living like loud and proud and showing off your talents. Okay. As I said in your monthly forecast, Leo season is when you have the spotlight. Okay. You've got the stage. The stage is yours. Yeah. Remember, you are not a backup dancer. All right. You're not an extra. No, you don't roll that way. No, this is your spotlight. Okay. And the other thing is that Leo energy has that like independence as well, that sense of freedom. So that's really going to be amplified because that's already Uranus and Gemini. That's Pluto and Aquarius. And they're trining each other. And that's also Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries, the Ram, the I am. This is major for the next 4 weeks. It's like, hear me roar, Leo energy that you're going to, yeah, you're good. You're good. You know it. Because Leo, the fact that you have this in Leo, right? First of all, Leo brings that touch of fame. Now, that's for the next 4 weeks. But you've got Jupiter in Cancer that rules your 10th house of also fame. But that's more like on a global scale. That's like, if you want it, and mostly career-wise too, and even like your purpose, and if you're not here for, career, whatever you want to be known for is your reputation. Wow, look at that. Libra, it's amazing. I love what's going on for you. Absolutely amazing. The fact that Leo rules your 11th, which is like the masses. Remember, I said it's community, it's a collective, the stage is yours, okay? And whether you're the actor or the director, the stage is yours. Just use that creative energy, okay? Own this moment, because everything that's happening right now is all about expanding your consciousness. There's so many new things that you're experiencing. And a lot of it, everything that's happening right now is all about the collective, yeah? So you're going to be asking yourself, like, how can I contribute to the collective with my talents and my skills in any capacity? It doesn't matter if you're a chef or if you're a, princess at the carnival, whatever it is, everyone plays a role. All right. CEO, a lot of Libra CEOs out there. All right. So please take advantage of this moment, because Leo is also confidence. Yeah. That you're going to feel it. It's also connecting with your inner child. Leo rules the domain of children. There could be some things here with children. Maybe you're hoping to have kids. You do have Pluto and Aquarius. Like there's, yeah. You're good. Okay. So just remember what makes things fun and exciting for you with all these retrogrades. Have these nostalgic moments. Okay. You're going to be talking the talk, walking the walk, all of that. All right. And again, it seems like a lot of y'all really going to have a big, like there's contracts going to be signed. I told you this last time. I mean, you've got Uranus, Venus, and Gemini in your 9th. Something here with the courts, marriage, Saturn, Neptune in your 7th. You got, Pluto natively ruling your 2nd. Like you're good. You're good already. Just, all right. Remember that you're the author of your story. All right. Oh, the other thing is the lower expression of the sun in Leo, like for the next 4 weeks, would be like overconfidence. It would be like, ego, pride, things like that. Just keep that in mind, okay? Because it is your 11th house, meaning you are going to be very social and you're going to be networking a lot. Now, you see, immediately the sun will sextile Uranus and Gemini at 1 degree. Okay, so 1 degree, remember that fresh new energy, that let's do it, let's go, that Aries degree. Now, what does this even mean for you? It means that you're about to have a blast. This is going to be amazing. This only happens twice a year when you have the sun sextile Uranus. Come on. And it's a very first Uranus and Gemini planetary aspect with the, and just wait until we get to the new moon. So again, nobody's experienced this. It's like a bolt of lightning too. It's been 84 years. No one's experienced this. And again, you've got Uranus and Gemini in the 9th. You have the, sun in Leo. You got Mercury there in your 11th. There's something here that the potential is really big for you. Okay. In terms of your future hopes and wishes, long-term goals and dreams, and your social network, and even, it could even be social media. But it's Uranus, so there could be something here that's very exciting, something surprising, something that's shocking, something that's stimulating. Just remember, it's your breakthroughs. It's your breakthroughs, and you're gonna love this. It's fire and air energy. It's thinking outside the box. This is your awakening. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's Uranus, the Great Awakener. Wakey. I mean, this is just, you're going to be very curious about something because it is in your 9th. I just can't, that's all about expanding your world and your vision. So try new things, okay? That's all I say. Just, try the fun cookies. Your next Scrabble night. with your neighbors. Do whatever, right? Try karaoke at the mall. Whatever, just do so. It's all about like leaving your comfort zone. Yeah? Go to the bar where people wear business suits. Shake things up. You want to do it at this time, okay? But most importantly, you want to do something that will bring you that recognition. That's what this is for, all right? It's in your 11th. Like come on. And remember, this is the window of opportunity. It's the sextile that is it's networking. Doors opening for you. You never know what doors will open for you, especially with Uranus in the mix, right? Uranus is all about surprises. And then secondly, the sun will trine Saturn. Why not? Yeah? That's beautiful. That's amazing. That's all about the long term. That's all about long-term commitments as well. And that's also you as an authority, you know? This is, it's big. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if you get some messages too, or have some really fun, stimulating conversations with Mercury here. It could be with people from the past as well, but it's just some big upgrade for you right now. All right. Don't forget Sedna's here too. Sedna, and look at my last live stream because I talk a lot about like a lot of what's happening now. But I didn't have time for this. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you one more thing. Okay, so okay, sorry. Well, you've got the sun in Leo sextile, you got the sun sextile Uranus, and it's just at the brink of this new moon. You do have Pluto in your 5th, and the moon will be in your sign. So basically, well, I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen until like the 29th. I'll tell you later. I'm gonna tell you something later. But anyway, fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, air signs, Gemini, you, and Aquarius will feel this the most. If you have any planets between 0 to 3 degrees in your chart, you're gonna really feel this. Okay, you're gonna really feel this. And when I say you're really gonna feel this, well, I was just talking about the lunations. The moon will be in Cancer. There you go. There you go. All right. Remember, you already have Jupiter in Cancer. The moon will conjunct Jupiter, right? There you go. 10th house of fame and career. Yeah. Also, a lot of home and family stuff. Okay. Now, Wednesday, the 23rd. Yeah. Venus is going to square Mars. About 21 degrees. You're going to feel this. You're going to feel this days before, days after. Remember, you even feel it from the beginning, from the get-go. I actually don't mind it. I don't mind this aspect because it makes you do something. It makes you just... You got to do something, all right? Whether it's a breakup or a makeup, right? Making up with someone, making amends, whatever you need to do that's right for your journey. Yeah. Don't go on a first date okay? Just around this day. Yeah. You don't want to do that. But Venus and Mars, remember, you got Venus in Gemini, Mars in Virgo, okay? That's the 2 signs ruled by Mercury. Hermes. And so it's a square. He's a little bit restless because there is a little bit of a tension here. Just find ways to release that tension. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It is Venus and Mars. Here's the thing, though. It's in your Venus in your 9th house and then Mars in your 12th. And those are the 2 most spiritual houses. So there could really be something here where it's just like there is something like your soul really wants. Okay, because this aspect is good if you use it for the good. First of all, it's very physical. Be physical, like do things, right? Garden with the shears, whatever you need to do. But it's very social. It's Venus. It's your ruler, right? It's very arousing. There's a lot of passion here. You just got to use it at that high frequency, but it can be a little bit fun if you use it right, because it is passive aggressive, but playful, okay? Especially with romantic relationships or even like creative partners or whatnot. Again, there may be something here with travel, education. Yeah, it could be if you're a teacher, you're being a little funny, silly with the kids, your students. That's what it is. That's what it is. Just don't, tell dad jokes. You know what I mean? Like, read the room. That's all it is, okay? Because there is some fun, competitive energy, again, with all this mercurial energy. A lot of witty things people are saying, but things can go it's a square. Can get a little too Just keep that in mind. Mercury is a little bit restless. He's retrograde in Leo, which I told you can be ego and pride. That's all I'm saying. All right. So the fact that Mercury's retrograde mixed messages and maybe some impatience, impulsiveness that you may feel, and like real competition. Okay. There's like one upper energy. Venus, to be honest, is very FAFO at this point. But passion, like I said, can be heated. All right. Just know Mars in Virgo can be a little overcritical, self-critical, hard on yourself. And that would be your 12th house, which I just told you is the house of self-sabotage. So if there's anything here, please do not be hard on yourself. Okay? This will pass. Don't flip any tables. All right? And just know that things are going to change. Honestly, it's a lot of mutable energy. A lot of things are changing. All right? So now, the other thing is, we're going to... mutable signs. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces will feel this aspect the most. Okay? And I am going to throw in the fixed signs as well. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. I really should throw you in there, but... You're up there. All right. Now, if you know your chart, planets 19 to 23 degrees in any of those signs I just mentioned, you'll feel it. Now, Thursday, the 24th, the new moon in Leo at 2 degrees, 3:11 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. Convert that to wherever you live in the world because you want to set intentions on this day. And you always want to do it at the time of the new moon and after, not before. It's not a full moon. Okay, at the time and after. This new moon is bonkers, Libra. First, it is all about romance. It's Leo. It's all about romance and creativity and children and your inner child. It's Exile Uranus. Yeah. So again, surprising stuff, breakthroughs. For you, it could be a lot of spiritual insights, inner wisdom, something with publishing, broadcasting, education, even travel. Yeah. But here's the thing, okay? There is, and remember, stepping out of your comfort zone. You're going to have that long-lasting spotlight. Now, here's the thing. Remember the prism portal, yeah? All the, 4 outer planets. Remember I said last week, Mercury and Leo, that's going to be all summer too. So you got to add that on top of it, where you want to be by February 2026, right? I've been telling you this week after week after week after week. Okay, I've been dropping Easter eggs. Yeah? The reason is now amplified because this is the new moon in Leo, where the corresponding full moon in Leo will be in February 2026. So you do all the math, you put everything together. Well, I do that for you, okay? Where this is a 6-month wave, yeah? This new moon is powerful. It carries you for 6 months. Like, you're still in that wave. Where do you want to be by then, okay? So again, this summer is very important. And now you see this is a really big point of action. It is in your 11th house of your future hopes, which is long-term goals, dreams. Big. And you're probably starting a community or joining a community, or there's something here that where other people are involved. Okay. And you love that. You're so social. All right. I talk a lot more about this new moon, by the way, what to expect for it, because it's such a loaded, the August astrology overview. I'll leave that at the end of this video too. All right. What you can expect, because there's just so much about it, but I will tell you, the sun will trine Saturn. It's trining Saturn. The sun is trining Neptune. Pluto's trining Uranus. You can't forget Saturn and Neptune. They're going to be sextile Uranus. They're all between 1 to 3 degrees of new beginnings. On a new moon, that's all about new beginnings. Where you're leaving the old world, you're seeing it gradually. You're seeing glimmers of your new world, your new era, your new you. And again, this is your 11th house. I mean, like, come on. That's amazing. You got a great... let's just say like fertile soil for the seeds that you plant. Okay. And remember, everything that's happening right now, all about the collective, all about humanity. everything that's happening right now. Okay. So when you're setting intentions, it's not just for you, but it's, for the collective as well, for humanity and your role that you're playing. There's something really big here. There's something really big here. And it is very grounding. That 2-degree, yeah, it's a 2-degree new moon. Very grounding when you set your intentions. It's very practical energy. It's actually, Venus ruled. So you would really vibe with this. And there is a sense of comfort that you're seeking as well. All right. Remember, it's trining Saturn. That's a very favorable aspect. He's building that bridge for you for something long lasting. Okay. Remember, he is the ruler of the 11th house. That's why the 11th house is your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, dreams. That's Saturn, okay? Saturn and Uranus, by the way, both are part of that 11th house. There's also something here where you could be a bigger authority, yeah? In your field and what you want, what your future dream is. You got the sun and moon trining Neptune. Like, come on. That is, you hear the church bells? Come on, Libra Nation. That's a sign. Just for you. So you have the sun, the moon trining Neptune. This is so dreamy. It's so transcendent and romantic. I absolutely love this because it's hitting your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, contracts, marriage, and your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams and long-term goals and commitments and friendships. There's something long-lasting with friendships and a group that you might start. It's a new moon. A community that you might start. Go for it. I've talked about Neptune. Visualized, visionary. Neptune rules the media, the, pictures, motion picture, all of that, artistry. Like, do your vision boards. This is so soulful. It's what divination is. I love this. I absolutely love it. Okay. You're already good. I'm like looking at what's going on for you. I'm like, Libra's great. They're great. Everything that's happening now, again, take action for where you want to be by February 2026. All right. This is a big one. All right. Do grounding, earthing, all that. Connect with Mother Nature. Tap into your chi, your, prana, all of that. And you're going to be great. Connect. This is amazing. Now, the one thing I'm going to say where it might be a little is it will be opposite Pluto. Okay. So just keep that in mind. You got Pluto to Aquarius. So, this aspect, it's an opposition. To be honest, there just may be something here that can be really emotional for you. And it may have an extra, it's almost like it really amplifies the sun in Leo, new moon in Leo energy. Because remember, Leo rules the 5th house just naturally. But Pluto and Aquarius, they're your 5th house. And so that's Leo's home. So you see that overlap happening here. So really know what you want. If there is any power struggles or a lot of ego at play, there could be like jealousy, moodiness around this time. And it can be with a lover, or it can be about love, or it can be about a creative project, or there just can be something here. And money, okay? Because Pluto natively rules your 2nd. Money, self-worth, self-value, the things that you value, things, material possessions. Don't get it twisted. Do the kids still say that? Just don't get distracted, all right? Because there could be someone trying to pull you into their low energy frequency. What do I say? Nope. You're on a karmic journey. You pull them out. That's what we do as a collective, okay? We lift each other up. We don't put them down. We don't leave them. We're a collective, okay? I've talked about this like an ant colony. They're all about the greater good. And it's all about staying true to yourself, being your authentic self. Know thyself, Socrates, right? You're like, because you have Uranus and Gemini, Venus and Gemini, your 9th house, like me just saying that, you're like, yes. I mean, you should. It's your 9th. That's like ancient wisdom. Anyway, just, you're going to be fine. And the other question, yeah, Mercury retrograde in Leo, you can still, don't let that stop you from, your creative, romantic, whatever pursuits. Okay? Plant those seeds. It's fine. It's fine, especially if it's from something from the past, which is going to be possible for you. Like a friend that came back from the past, like, oh, I started a crypto business. I want you to be the, CEO or whatever it is. That's fine because it's from the past. If y'all talked about from the past, that's fine. Okay. but just, you know, it is a heavily karmic week. And I've talked about divine timing with Mercury retrograde, a new moon. It's fine. If you sign anything, it's suggested you wait until Mercury's direct. Gonna be like nicer, but if you have to, you have no choice. That is fine. Okay, it's fine. All right, you're gonna be okay. It still takes you where you need to go. There just may be a little bit of a detour, and that's it. All right. Now, the other thing is that fixed signs, yeah, cross watchers. Okay, so Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius are going to feel this the most. I am throwing in Sagittarius and Aries, so that completes the fire signs, and then I am going to throw in Gemini and Virgo too. So this new moon, those are the signs it's going to feel the most, but it is powerful AF. And remember, with the Prism portal activated so strongly every day, and now connecting with everything that's happening, remember Mercury and Leo, another layer on top of that, every modality is going to feel this, okay? It doesn't matter what, every single sign is going to feel this. If your birth chart, planets 0 to 4 degrees, in any of those signs that I just mentioned, you're going to feel the most. All right. But do you see what I'm saying? Like everything I've been saying is like planets between 0 to this, 0 to this. It's those early degrees. Everyone's going to. Anyway, let me just see something for you, Libra. Okay. Yeah. Tuesday. Okay. The moon's going to be in your sign. So that's going to be Tuesday, July 29th. And this is when, here's the thing. This is up to you. You are, it's up to you. We do have an amazing air trine that we will talk about in the second spread. All right. The moon in your sign, Uranus in Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius. It's amazing. It's actually a loaded day because the moon will square Venus, and be opposite. Listen. So the thing I was going to tell you, when you have Venus sextile the sun sextile Uranus, because Leo rules the fifth, the fifth house is also like recreation, like I mentioned, but it's also like lottery. Okay. So I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying like, hey, this only happens twice a year and it's Uranus, surprises. That's all I'm saying. Fifth house that's all I'm saying. All right. The day that, okay. Now, moon in your sign, Venus in Cancer. Yeah. Venus moves into Cancer on the 30th. And again, when you get to August, I've already given you little, nuggets of what you can expect when you get to August. We'll do, next week I'll be posting your August forecast. But when you got Venus in Cancer, oh, come on. You got Jupiter in Cancer. Come on. You got the two benefics in your 10th house of fame and career, public recognition and honors and achievements. This is amazing. We'll talk about it next week. Okay. You're already good. Like I said, you're good. Thursday, the 31st. We have the Mercury Cazimi. That's fine. That's great. You're just going to listen. It's halfway through the Mercury retrograde. Mercury's in the heart of the sun. Remember, Mercury's going backwards at this point. So there is going to be something here where you may have that clarity. If there's been a little bit of like, oh, which way? Like, this is it. This is the day you get that refresh, that reset. It can be even like ego check. I mean, it is a Mercury Cazimi in Leo, right? So, there may be something that you're going over from the first 2 weeks of July. Remember, Mercury's just going over those degrees where it was. Yeah. It's not the perfect Cazimi, to be honest. And the moon will be in Scorpio. Remember, there can be some intensity with moon in Scorpio. That's your second house. All right. So there may be something here where it's just like you do have like really a lot of clarity. All right. But also some things like revealed. All right. Revelations, maybe something with money and relationships. But I do like the fact that it's going to trine Jupiter. So there really is something here with like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting new jobs or starting new careers or things like that. All right. But again, revelations, big. And it may be a friend that tells you something, or you reveal something to a friend or community. Anyway. Website. And yeah. Let's get started. Libra, let's really get started. Libra, y'all are amazing. Y'all, come on, you crack me up. Libra, so let's see what's going on for you for July 21st to the end of the month. Libra. All right, so Libra Nation, we are. Oh yeah, and about the site, you can sign up. You can sign up, and I'll let you know when it's launched. I talked about it in my last live stream. I got Uranus on my ascendant. If you want to know what Uranus on your ascendant feels like, check out my last live stream. Yeah, this is why I look like I haven't slept in 2 weeks. Libra, I do a traditional called the cross spread. Offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, oh yeah, we will. You know I love y'all. All right, let's get started. Okay, there it is. Yep, you're good. I mean, like, you're clearly good, but you've got to face something. I really think that there is something circumstantial that is. It's okay. Let's get started. You got the Nine of Pentacles. I'm not surprised. In fact, I had a feeling you would get the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is, especially what you've been going through, like from June, July. Like, this is freedom. This is freeness. She worked hard. She's standing in her garden of abundance. She earned her spot here. So there's a lot of like high frequency. There's a lot of that super conscious love. There's so much compassion. It's like that freeness, self-sufficiency energy too. You've got that with that Neptune, Saturn conjunction, and you got it everywhere. You got it everywhere, but it's money. It's resources. It's your physical world. It's your physical realm. It's just feeling really good. And it's that independent energy feels really strong here. Like, I don't have to worry about this anymore. I don't have to worry about this. Like, I'm in a good spot. A lot of you are moving into that. Okay. But it requires letting things go to make room for it. Okay. Just remember that. Okay. Now, the other thing is you do see your symbol Venus all over her gown. It can be, like I said, it can be relationship, feeling that wealth in relationship. It can be, anything, money, career. Anyway, you got the King of Cups in the heart of your spread. So, like I said, I feel like this is going to be a really fun time for you. But it's also going to be a time where I just feel like there is a sense of you finding yourself being in a situation where you're like the rock for everyone's coming to you. You're like, what? Why? But that's just how it is. That's how the cards fall for you right now. Because you are becoming that. Remember, you have Venus in Gemini in your ninth. So like magnetic, even like things that you say, people are just, yes, tell me, like you're like compelling. And that makes you feel good. And you got the King of Cups who is just so like, remember, heart, all this Leo, Sun and Leo, hearts, yeah? King of Cups, he's a big leader. He leads with his heart. He's also like a comfort for people, yeah? Very empathetic, but also very intuitive. Like I said, you've got so much intuitive, spiritual energy that's happening for the next 2 weeks for you. This is great. Look at this. Look at his throne. It's floating in the water. It doesn't matter. It's like, he's so stable, emotionally stable. Nothing's going to knock him off that throne. And it could be because of where you're moving into for the next 2 weeks. Okay? And yes, love, relationships, those are big themes. Your feelings, but also just intuition. It's a Cups. All right. Now, the King of Swords and your challenge area. Remember what I said, just especially with that Pluto aspect. Just be mindful. Now, a little bit, and even with Venus square Mars, just those two aspects, again, you can use them, to feel empowered, especially with the new moon opposite Pluto, uses to feel empowered. Yeah. There may be a little bit of, it works both ways here, to be honest, is for y'all. Okay. So a little bit of maybe you being mindful with another person about the things that you say, the things that you communicate. But again, it works the other way. Okay. Remember, I did say there is going to be maybe not seeing some eye to eye with that new moon, with that Pluto energy. It doesn't feel, it feels more, well, Saturn's involved. So it could be like a boss It could be a colleague. It feels more family for y'all. It could be a family member. But there is a little bit of ego at you got two kings here, all right, crossing each other. So there can be a little bit of that. Just be mindful of that, all right? Now, you do have the Six of Swords, which is really great. That is all about like moving forward, all right? That happened, whatever happened. What if there's a little bit of like, we didn't see eye to eye? It happened. It's just, I'm not going to hold on to that energy. Remember, you're going to be, there's a lot of energy about the past with all the retrogrades, with Chiron active, with the South Node activated, with your ruler. There's so much like that has to do with the past. Mercury retrograde. So that's happening, but you're still future forward. You're still like, okay, that happened. I learned from it. Karmic week. Okay. So this is really great. It's like mindfulness. Queen of Pentacles. The Rudier spread. So there is that part of you. It's like secretly like, yeah, people are coming to me and I am that comfort and I am that solid, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever it is. Okay. It can be even for children, like whatever it is, there's that. And then with that queen here, I mean, that just really affirms it, in the Rudier spread, the Queen of Pentacles, which is really great. She gets to build the world that she wants to live in. Why? Because she was confident. She's not sitting here. She's not sitting here because she said, "Oh, one day I hope that I'm the Queen of Pentacles." No, she said, "One day I'm gonna be the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm gonna make that happen by this time." And you know what I mean? Like that's her, but she has this softer side, right? She is Capricorn, by the way, so softer side, but still just very hardworking, but it's all to take care of other people. That's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So there is something here growing. I mean, you've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. There's something here within your physical world that's growing. All right. You even see the bunny rabbit in the corner here representing that fertility, that growth, that there's something like blooming for you. Yeah. Even a lot of references to the Magician, something new that you're taking to feel that comfort, security as well. Now, Seven of Swords. Interesting, okay? So really, really, when I say like moving forward, future forward, thinking ahead, not holding on to anything in the past, don't look back, okay? Don't look back. There is the Seven of Swords in your future. It's very interesting here because it does look like there may be an Aquarius involved. I mean, you have the Six of Swords, Mercury in Aquarius. You have the King of Swords, who is Aquarius. You have the Seven of Swords, Moon in Aquarius. There's a lot. And that's the thing. Look, he's stealing the swords in broad daylight. He's meant to be caught. But this is you. This is you going back to something. There just feels like there's something here where it's like, okay, I kind of want to get away with this. Or I don't want to like confront this. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a shortcut. All this is saying is just, be your authentic self, okay? Face any of your realities because this card it's really just being honest with yourself about things that you may be thinking about, especially with that Six of Swords in your mind, right? About comfort. That is a big theme here. There's so much comfort here. There's so much comfort here. There's so much comfort in your spread. Even the Six of Swords. You see the ferryman with the fan, like he's protecting them. There's comfort, protection in the swords in front of the boat, protecting them. That's a big theme for you right now. You have Ceres in Aries. I told you last week, you have like 6 heavenly bodies in your 7th house. And so there is something here where it's almost like even in a relationship, and again, that can be career, it can be love, it can be one-on-one, but there is a sense of even legal matters for real. Like there can be something like with the courts where I'm not saying it's about this, like where there's like, I want to protect. You go to any courtroom, it's a symbol of you with, the scales of justice. Anyway, just be honest with yourself, okay, about any situation, any circumstance that's happening here. But it just feels like there's something about your future that let's really be honest that this way we want, because there can be something circumstantial. This card is the lying, cheating, stealing, deception, dishonesty, disloyalty. I talked about loyalty is going to be tested for you, right? That's this card. So there could be something that's happening and you're just letting it slide. And no, you gotta, all right, let's get to your stuff. Libra Nation. I'll clarify that to you. I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. Libra, y'all, come on. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on. Libra, you got a big old, this is going to be, y'all are, to be honest, y'all are about to become really famous. Like within a year, you got Jupiter, like it's insane. I'm going to be your friend. All right. So let's, I love y'all. All right. So, yeah. Whoa. What? Okay, so I talked about the quartz. I literally just talked about the quartz with this scale and you see the judge here. This is your card, right? Justice is your card. Card 11, right? Wow, right in the middle of the major arcana, okay? And you, Libra, you're right in the middle of the zodiacs. It's that balance. So you got to be honest with yourself. This is heavily related to karma, all right? And I've told you, sure, everything that you do have ripple effects. That's why we say actions have consequences. But literally, the word karma comes from the Sanskrit word that means action. So take that inspired action and just be honest with yourself. You're going to have some moments the next 2 weeks asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? If you don't know, you got all these retrogrades. You're meant to go within. You got all that inner wisdom within you. You do know, okay? You just got to really bring it out. All right? Really bring it out, okay? You have the Two of Swords. That's your card too. That's Moon in Libra. You got 2 moons. Wow. And then you got the Two of Cups. Partnerships and relationships, like, and contracts and legal matters. So there's something here. You got to be honest with yourself about a situation or just something that you want. But it does look like there can be someone else that it's like y'all need to do this together. Okay, that's what you want. That's what you want with that Two of Cups, the soulmate, twin flame card. Even listen, it's Leo season. I told you. You look at the winged lion here. First of all, this caduceus, right? So a lot of healing energy in this card, but it's opening yourself up to another person. It's pure unconditional love. It's sharing yourself with another. But the winged lion, that passion, and then you have the Three of Pentacles and your final outcome. So that's great. You're gonna be. That's it. Like you're something. Remember, you got a stage. You got something new happening with this new moon. You got the Three of Pentacles, which is the vibration of the Empress. Card 3. So there's something here that you're starting that's new with other people involved. This card is really about bonding. It's teamwork. It's working with others to build something long lasting, because you do see the pentacles are actually in the structure of the building. Well, come on. That's a big deal. Saturn and Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn. All right. It's a Capricorn card. And therefore, just like the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, that's your 4th. So again, a lot of home and family energy too. But so that it doesn't have to be like a new job, new career, you launching something, which is very likely because it's Pentacles. We have jobs to make money. It could be a side gig, or it could be something that you're doing with your family. Like maybe y'all are, I don't know, opening up a iced tea stand, whatever it is. Like there's great stuff here. You want to see? Let's see. No. So, first, can I just mention that I really need you to, okay, so you got the Queen of Wands. Did you see your last week's reading? Remember when I pulled that clarifier at the last minute? You could see what happened. That's what we call a wink from the universe when you get the same card. She's an entrepreneur. Talk about confidence. It's a Queen of Wands. All right. You see the sunflowers in her throne, the one in her hand. I talked about this last week. You know it. All right. So she's got the full powers of the sun during Leo season. Come on. That's really big. Partnerships, relationships. One of the biggest things for you. Legal matters, contracts. Those are all big themes for you for the next 2 weeks. Queen of Wands is Aries, where you have Saturn and Neptune conjuncting, where you have Eris, where you have Chiron, where you have Ceres, like all of that, okay? Oh, wow. This is big. Okay. So, that's a big sign. She is the entrepreneur, very passionate. She has so much passion. She's very charismatic. She's very regal. People love her. She tells really funny jokes. She gets whatever she wants, and that's the biggest thing of all. Getting what you want, okay? You've got to confront something, all right? Or something within you. Being honest with yourself about something, and you can have that. You can have anything that you want. And a lot of work career is definitely happening here. A lot of work and career energy. But the Queen of Wands has a lot of, I think I told it, like a lot of sexual energy too, out of all the queens, and it is Sun in Leo. So yeah, there's something really nice here, and just don't be afraid, because look, you're gonna see the black cat here. You see all the pyramids in the back. Back in the Egyptian times, like cats were worshipped. I mean, she has a lot of power, but this also represents like she's in touch with her shadows. She's done the shadow work. She's good. She's vibrating at a high frequency. Libra, thanks so much. Next week, yeah, we're gonna do August, and there's a lot happening in August. And look at the overview that I did, the astrology overview, the live stream. Look at my last live stream. There's just so much happening. And then yeah, tier 3 members, we got to talk. Especially you. Juno was so active this week. And yeah, and we'll do a spread just on the new moon. We'll isolate that, okay? Libra, y'all are amazing. And anyone's welcome to join. You know where to find the link, and y'all are amazing. Libra, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.